Although ChatGPT has made a significant impact in the world of technology, it is important to note that ChatGPT is not an open source model. This means that we cannot modify its source code as it is not publicly available, nor can we use it for free since there is a cost associated with using the model through its API. In this video, we will look into different open source language models currently available on the market. Welcome back to Nexus Insights, your insights into latest trends in artificial intelligence, tech, and software. Some of the well-known open-source large language models include Llama, Alpaca, Vacuna, and GPT-for-all. Llama was one of the first models developed by Meta and served as a starting point for many other models. It incorporates conversations with users, and through these interactions, the Llama model was enhanced to create Alpaca and later Vacuna. Next, we have GPT-for-all, a community-driven project, trained on a massive corpus of interactions obtained from assistants like ChatGPT. GPT-for-all is widely adopted and can be easily used in a local environment. However, the emergence of these open-source models is just the beginning. In recent months, there has been a rapid development of new models, variants, and an increasing number of options that can rival ChatGPT in performance. For instance, Llama 2 is a collection of pre-trained and fine-tuned large language models. The base model seems to perform similar to GPT 3.5. Llama 2 is free to download on your computer for research and also commercial use. This is huge. Every developer with a good idea can build a business around Llama 2. Here are a few more models distinguished by the type of license. They are all open-source licenses, but some models can be used for commercial purposes as shown on the right, while others are developed for research or non-commercial use. There are also models developed by companies like Databricks, such as Dolly. Lastly, there are newer models like Koala, Raven, which are not widely known yet. For those models that can be used commercially, shown on the right side, Llama 2 is currently the best and performs noticeably stronger than Falcon and Vacuna. 2 trends related to LLMs I want you to know. First, many companies might initially think that developing an open-source large language model is more costly, since it requires investing in computational resources and specialized personnel. However, this is not entirely true, especially when there is intensive use of such models. For a low range of daily requests, around thousands of requests per day, models like ChatGPT are more cost-effective than open-source large language models. However, for millions of requests per day, which are not a high number and easily achievable by a company, open-source models become much more cost-effective. Second, how to analyze which model is good and how much data should be used to achieve reasonable performance. Google and OpenAI documented several studies indicating that large language models with 10s of billions of parameters started to exhibit capabilities comparable to human performance. In the graph, we can see the initial models with only 1.3 billion parameters, which did not perform well in terms of precision represented on the vertical axis. Regardless of the context or examples provided, the maximum performance achieved was around 5%. However, when we make a qualitative leap from 10s of billions to hundreds of billions of parameters, the landscape changes considerably. Models can achieve performance exceeding 60%, comparable to human-level performance. These models can learn a lot from a single example, one-shot prompting. Therefore, among the different options of open-source large language models mentioned earlier, those with over 170 billion parameters can be expected to perform very well.